Well, Superman continues to perform. It's performing big on HBO Max. It's good on digital. Now it debuts on HBO Max, doing really, really well. James Gunn talking DC and talking Batman says there's a lot of big name actors that want to play Batman. Is that going to happen? We'll see. There was some news with EA that happened. We'll discuss a little bit of that. New Miami Vice movie. That and more, and of course, TV picks with Roxy Stryer. So let's get into it. It's the Kristian Harloff Show. It is Tuesday, I think. Yeah, it is. All right, here we go. Welcome back to the show, everybody. It is Tuesday, and joining me on the show, as always, is Roxy Stryer. Hello, Roxy. How are you? Oh, where'd you go? Hold on. I'm just kidding. Roxy's here. I swear. There she is.
But I didn't do it.
No, you didn't do that. How are you? How was Boston?
How are your 40s?
Shh. We don't talk about that. The only you. That's between us. So, yeah. So we
Boston was good.
Yeah, Boston was good. You had a good time.
Yeah, it was so short. It was so short.
It goes so fast, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I was supposed to go for longer, but then Grammy got COVID, and then I got COVID, and then I was pushing. So it was like the only window I could get there, but it was very short.
Yeah, you were battling that out for a little bit too. So it's like it seems like there's just a lot going on in general. So I'm glad you're back.
We don't talk about it, man.
We'll talk about it off air. So
for real, we don't talk about it.
No. But I will tell people that it is my birthday's coming up tomorrow. And I put in a link. People actually, oh shoot, I don't have it with me. Where is it? Do I have it?
The link, it's digital. Are you losing your brain?
No, I have not the links in the description, but I have two people, and I have the thank you notes. They already sent something from the list. I needed to get a baseball glove because my daughters are both playing softball, and I needed a new glove. Someone got that for me, and then somebody
nice.
Yeah, and somebody got me a whole bunch of glasses. So I do know I have the notes, and I'm going to say thank you as soon as we do the break a little later. But my birthday's tomorrow. I'm going to leave the link up until tomorrow, and then that's it. I'll probably do a birthday stream to where I'll just
So you're not going to let anybody give you a belated birthday present?
I'm probably not. I'm probably shut down the list after that. I feel like that's just kind of beforehand is.
What are you gonna do for your birthday stream?
I'm probably just gonna BS and talk to the audience, and then I'm gonna go to dinner with the family tomorrow night. So
do you like your birthday as a whole?
I always think that it's the mothers that should be celebrated on the birthday, because what did we really do?
Oh my god, it's so annoying when people say that.
It's the truth. What do we do?
We just got here. You're not getting celebrated because you did something. It's that you were born, so people are happy that you're on the planet.
Right, but the work was done. So I think we should pay honor to those who got us here, and I think that to me is.
Oh my god, it was such a man response.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. So
my birth should not be celebrated at all.
No, I think you should pay honor to your late great mom. 100%.
Every year. Let me just be super sad on my birthday.
No, you should do a celebration. No, a celebration honoring the great.
People, is this like a thing that I only hear men say?
Maybe. Potentially.
But it's so nice. It is. Yeah. I hear it's hard.
Someone said Mother's Day. I said Mother's Day should be like, depending on how many kids. If you popped out 8 kids, you should have 8 Mother's Day. Like you should have 8. Like if you did that, if you went through that 8 times, all of those birthdays should be Mother's Day 8 times.
Yeah. I was looking this up the other day because my friend told me that her grandma had a 14-pound baby.
Oh my God.
Which and this is during the days where they didn't even know the gender, whatever. I was like, that's horrific. So I looked it up. We want to guess what the biggest baby ever born was?
17 pounds.
21.
That's crazy. That's crazy. My kids were both like 8 or 9 pounds, and that's a lot.
My niece was 5 pounds. She was 5 pounds.
Little.
This person was 21 pounds.
Wow.
I mean, what would that would be so alarming.
That would be a
I
lot.
wouldn't allow that today because obviously they would do something before that. But
right
back in the day, this was like in the 1800s. Back in the day, they just were like,
who was it? Andre the Giant? How much was Andre the Giant? Like, like how many pounds did Andre the Giant weigh when he came out?
Is that how it works? Is there a
No.
direct correlation between
No, because he just kind of, his genes and everything just accelerated as he got old. He could have been a normal baby coming out. You wouldn't know until he started growing like real fast. So
the average has to be like 6 or 7.
Yeah, I think I think my kids were both like 9 pounds actually.
That's very large.
Yeah, it's big. Both of them. So anyway, so we had a good week. You had a fast week, but
you had a good week?
Yeah, I talked about it yesterday. Over the weekend, we had the birthday for my little one who just turned 8. And then
you guys are so close. That's cute.
Yeah, and then we celebrated that, and then I went to. I told you. I don't know if you saw it, but I went to the After the Hunt press conference on.
Oh, I saw you posting videos, but I didn't know you were there.
Yeah, I was there on Sunday.
Were you in awe?
I mean, held it together. I mean, when I was there, you got to be professional. So, and that's what I did. And I asked a question. I didn't get my question. I didn't record my question because I didn't want to because I was recording the thing like this. I didn't want to do this while I was asking a question.
And nobody else recorded your question?
I'm sure that they did. I'm sure that they recorded the press conference. I haven't seen anything about it yet, but where it aired, but I'll check it out. But it was good. You haven't seen that movie yet, huh?
No. I've seen almost nothing except for One Battle After Another.
What did you like it?
Did you see it?
Yeah.
I loved it.
Me too.
That was amazing.
It's pretty good.
Amazing.
Movie.
But
favorite of the year?
Hour, I don't know yet.
Okay.
For the first hour, I was like, what is happening?
It shifts completely. It's like 2 different movies, but in the same movie, which I loved.
Yeah. I thought it was incredible. It's definitely a top movie of the year for me. Mm-hmm. What do you think for nominations for Oscars?
Right now, out of that movie?
Yep.
Best Director, Best Picture, Best Supporting Actor Sean Penn. I wish Best Supporting Actor for Benicio and Best Supporting Actress for Chase Infinity, I think could happen. Best Cinematography and Best Score.
And you don't think Leo's going to be nominated?
Oh, Leo, of course. Yes, I think Leo will be nominated as well. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so you think it's going to ring in the nominations?
I do. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to get. I don't know if it's going to win it. I said I don't know if it's going to win everything. I'll tell you. I saw a movie. I don't know how much I can talk about it yet, but I saw a movie last night that I'm very curious how you would feel about it. I mean, it's not easy to watch. So I'll tell you that. It's. Have you heard of Nuremberg yet? The movie that's coming out.
I know Nuremberg. I have not heard of the movie, but I'm assuming it's a historical film.
Yes. Listen to the cast though. It's Rami Malek, Russell Crowe, Colin Hanks is in it as well too. But so it's essentially it's right as World War II.
Must have been a fun set.
Right. World War II ends, and they round up Hitler's number 2. Like the guy who was going to take over the party. They capture him. They put him and a bunch of other people. They're like, well, let's just hang him. They're like, no, it was like the first kind of international trial for war crimes. Right. And they're like, but if we do that, you got to be able to, this is social media, none of this stuff. They got to be able to prove that all these things, we did this, and you got to get all these other countries in order to do it. So they bring in Rami Malek's character, who is a psychiatrist, and he starts to like befriend Russell Crowe plays the number 2, Heinrich Goren, and who was like, the mastermind of a lot of this evil shit. So they basically, it's him befriending, not befriending, but kind of having him trust him to tell him other things too, and as they are going to put him on trial, and it's like this cat and mouse kind of thing throughout the whole thing. But there's one scene when they're in trenches, it's just very, very, very hard to watch. I mean,
when they're in the trenches.
Well, it's just
like, trial. We're going back and forth.
No, it's just a trial. It's a trial, but they show footage in the trial
to
let everybody know the atrocities of what went down. And it's real footage, and it's really, really hard to watch.
Yeah.
But it's a
I would have
very
to assume, yeah.
yeah, it's a very I think important movie. But I was riveted by it, and then I looked at I was looking at reactions or reviews afterwards. Like 60%. I was like, I'm so surprised I got a 60%, and I
What
think
were the criticisms with it?
I think which I kind of didn't disagree with, that there's not as much character development and characters that pop maybe as there should have been. Russell Crowe is phenomenal and he's terrifying because he's so kind of cool, calm, collected. They even say like how this guy was kind of like charming, which made him even more, sinister. And like it almost reminds me that Michael Shannon. How I forget Michael Shannon. Michael Shannon's like a major part. Stephen
Yeah,
Grant,
I've seen Richard
Richard Grant. I
yeah.
said Stephen. Richard Grant.
Leah Woodall, who you said you didn't know, who was one of the people that was in conversations for a big role that we had been talking about, that you were like, who is that?
Wait, let me see if he's the one that I liked.
Sergeant Howie Trice. I told you
he was
like
fantastic.
incredible. Yeah, that's what I had told you. I was
he was okay. So I'm a big fan now.
Oh, John Slattery.
Cool and then there was another woman in that. I'll find her role, her role, and
what language is it in?
It's in English
the whole time.
I mean, there's some German, like in the beginning, because like Heinrich was Goran was a he couldn't understand English, so he kind of dupes him at first, pretending he just only speaks German, but then he speaks. And Russell Crowe did a great German accent. So Russell Crowe, Rami Malek, Richard E. Grant, Michael Shannon, Colin Hanks, Leo Woodall. Yeah, Leo. What was the one that you said you knew him from?
From White Lotus.
Oh yeah, okay. So I didn't watch it, but he's incredible.
And from One Day at a Time, which he was the star of.
Okay.
But first he was in White Lotus.
Okay, Lydia.
I forget what he was up for that we were talking about him. It was four people. And you were like, I know everybody but this guy.
Okay, well,
there's some superhero, something. Let's see if I can find it.
All right, well, not anymore. He's great. Lydia Peckham was the other one who
She's
stood
the
out.
girl from For All Mankind, right?
I guess so. No, that's another show I never watched, but she's in. Oh,
no, that's Ren Schmidt.
Okay, no, she was Kingdom of Planet of the Apes, which I don't remember, from the Robin Hood series coming up. Never saw her before. She popped off the screen, radiating.
Oh, really?
Radiating. But
oh yeah, wow, she's beautiful.
She's really, really good. Not in it a lot, but pretty good. So there you go. Those are my kind of initial thoughts on Nuremberg. I don't know what else I'm really allowed to say.
When did it come out?
Not until November. Saw a very early screening of it last night.
Huh.
I went. It was a nice little dinner.
Possible Oscar nominations movie or no?
I would, after I got done seeing it, I would have told you yes. But then looking at all a lot of the critics are saying, I was like, man, I'm not on the same page with. I was pretty locked into it. I also am a big sucker for World War II films, so that could be it. I thought Rami Malek, who I really, really liked, there were a couple times when I thought he might have overdone a few scenes. Like there's a couple of yelling scenes. I'm like,
he's an over-the-top guy who I happen to love.
Yes, he was a little over the top in a couple of scenes, but good in the movie. Real good in the movie.
I think he's excellent, but he definitely I don't know this, but I feel like he comes from a theater background because he definitely is big. Okay, I remember or not remembered. I looked up and it was Clayface that we're talking about. Tom Blythe, Jack O'Connell, George McKay, and Leo Woodall.
Who got it? Who got it? I don't remember. Doesn't matter.
Do we know?
That does. I thought so, but if anybody gets nominated from that movie, it's Russell Crowe.
Clayface casting. Let's see. It's Tom Reese. I forgot that was an announcement.
Okay, but if anybody gets nominated for that movie, it's going to be Russell Crowe for sure. There are other things coming up, and I think Daniel Day-Lewis. I'm curious. I'm really excited for all the Oscar stuff that's coming out right now. So,
wow, Clayface almost has its entire cast on IMDb. I need to look more into this.
Yeah, well, not right now.
right now.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
cool.
Well, speaking of DC stuff, which Roxy is a little fixated on, and that's okay. We got a story, and that story, of course, is Superman continues to do pretty well. It did very well on digital. Did pretty good in theatrical. Crushing HBO Max. Crushing. James Gunn's Superman pulled in 13 million views in its first 10 days on HBO Max, setting a new record for the streaming platform that marks the biggest 10-day audience for a film release on the platform since Barbie in 2023, according to Warner Brothers Discovery. In addition, other titles involving the Superman character also saw spikes in viewership immediately before and after the movie began streaming. That includes the Super/Man, the Christopher Reeve story documentary, which saw a 670% increase. Wow. Richard Donner's Superman the Movie, which jumped by 155, Superman Returns, which jumped by 120, and Man of Steel, which jumped 40. The title debuted on the service on September 19th after having grossed more than $600 million on its $225 million budget, and also performed well among critics. A follow-up film, Man of Tomorrow, is in the works to shoot next April ahead of a summer 2027 debut. Okay, Rox. So this is your Superman fan, your DC fan, your Warner Brothers fan. You like these numbers, right?
Yeah, I think it's also like we just don't know what the wave of the future is for how films are going to make back their money. Right. Because remember when Superman came out, there was a lot of critics, even a lot that we really respect, that were like, this is taking a major L. And seemingly it didn't take a major L. Seemingly it performed decently in the box office, making its money back, and now is doing even better. And even myself, when they were releasing on VOD super early because of the Peacemaker stuff, which after this week's episode makes a little bit more sense. But I think that we were all kind of like, what are you doing? And seemingly their timeline was the right timeline. So what the hell do I know?
No, I mean, it looks right now that you're right. It's like riding that wave of how things really work in the digital world. We still don't really captured, right? Because I think that what they did as far as releasing it, initially I was like, okay, does this make sense? It's going to take away from box office when they put it on so fast. It didn't.
Which I would have said, of course it does, but it didn't.
Well, as far as, because, you still had to pay a hefty amount in order to rent it. It wasn't like now you don't. If you have HBO Max, you can just watch it. But they didn't just. If they would have done that, I think that would have been a major mistake. But they didn't. They just said, okay, now you can just pay. You can pay $20 or whatever it is to watch it, to rent it. And I think that added to the profit. So, again, is it the billion-dollar success that everyone thought it would be? No, but I don't know if we're living in that world anymore. It is not as easy to attain that as it was a couple of years ago. Superman traditionally hasn't kind of pulled in those kind of numbers. And it's doing it at a time when people are kind of hesitant about seeing comic movies. So I think it is a win overall of what they've done, especially in these big numbers for when you're trying to get numbers for your platform. Disney right now just taking a big dump all over themselves with the way that they've been handling things over the last 2 weeks, with increase in prices, the whole Kimmel situation, all that. They were losing people, hand over fist. So this is, and Warner Bros., not only are they having a decent time with this, they're having a great year in general with all the success that they've had. So this is a major win, I think.
Yeah. What do you think that this means for the future of movie releases in general, but specifically DC movie releases? Do you think that this is a structure we can expect to see them continue to follow?
I think it's a case by case. I mean, you look at so I just saw that Him, which I think came out in theaters 2 weeks ago, is going to be on digital next week.
Huh.
A 2 or 3 week window. It's like, if something eats it at the box office, you're like, look, let's not waste any more money in the theater. People aren't seeing it. Let's just try to cut our losses and make some money on the digital rental,
Yeah, but I just kind of wonder if we're setting ourselves up for success or failure in terms of, if we know that if we don't go see it in theaters, that it will come out sooner.
Yeah.
Are less people going to go see it in theaters waiting for it to come out sooner?
That's the question, though.
Would that impact the box office more? Because if we knew across the board, no matter what, you can't see this at home for 2 months, would more people go see it, and therefore the movie would perform better?
I think the answer is you tried it, and this is not an easy task, obviously. What you need to do are make movies like Avatar that are no, but I'm not saying budget wise and scale of that side. But what I mean,
no, I'm gonna let you finish, but that was a hysterical sentence.
What I mean is a movie. What we can all agree on Avatar, it is a must watch in the theater. It is why it is continuously making billions of dollars. Now, again, there's the amount of money and a rightfully so giggle that comes from that, because everybody who's making Avatar, everybody would be billionaires. But what I mean is it's got to be a theater experience, and that's what Superman, they wanted it to be. And for those people who wanted to go see it in the theater, they did. And then they realized by the time they ran through the amount of time that they were comfortable with, they said, all right, now let's make a little money on rentals. And now then we'll try to get it on streams. Right. So it's a matter of if you don't perform, depending on, look, there are some movies that could have a longer run. Like I think of like Aquaman 2, right? Like Aquaman 2 started out real bad, and then it did well enough that it like broke even or came in right under, whatever it might be. But it doesn't happen often. There are movies that really you can tell from the first few weeks what you're gonna make. Like him, you don't leave him in theaters. Him is eating it. You take it out and you try to make some money on a digital rental, right?
Did you see that movie?
No, I missed it. I don't remember where.
Did it have good reviews?
No.
Do you think that's why it's eating it instead? Like, do you think it's even going to do better at home?
Well, yes, because when you're at home, now with rentals, I don't know about rentals per se, but when I'll watch that once it hits whatever streaming platform it's going to be on, I'll watch it, because I'm curious. I know that Jordan Peele didn't direct it, he produced it, but I'm still curious. Is it that bad? I was at the where was I? I was at some screening, and this one critic was talking about how he just saw him and said it was just one of the worst movies he's ever seen. And he was like,
really?
But he said he was excited to see it, and he was like really pumped to see it. He said it was terrible. And
I haven't heard one person say good things about it, and that's never a good sign.
It's not good.
There's a lot of social media press for it, though, which might have been the reason why also a lot of people weren't going to see it. Is just like there was so many social media bits and whatever. Maybe that wasn't their intended audience.
That kid that is in it, the star, he's had two. I'm one of the few people that didn't mind the I Know What You Did Last Summer, the latest one. You've watched all three of those now, right?
I thought they did a really good job, but did people not like that movie?
No, people don't like that last one. I liked that last one.
No, I thought they did a good job. People thought that it betrayed the.
Yeah, I can understand why they didn't like the ending. I do. I can understand that. I didn't mind it, but I also am not as invested as everybody else. But the guy who's in him, who's also in that, the only thing, and I thought he was good in that movie. The only thing though is, it seems like
Reek Withers.
Yeah, it seems like, and again, I have not seen the film, but it seems like he's just doing the same shtick that he did in the I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's like, can he act, or is that just like what he does in every movie? Is that just because I saw him on the press and he seemed exactly the same? Can you do stuff outside of that? Because you've had two rough goes on both I Know What You Did Last Summer and then this, because I don't think that movie performed I Know What You Did Last Summer. But I thought he was good in that movie. I didn't mind it. But
looking at his other credits,
yeah,
he's done some television, which isn't a great sign because I don't know him and I've watched the shows.
Okay.
He was in an episode of Atlanta, which is I think one of the great shows, but I don't remember him in it. He's in 6 episodes of Tell Me Lies, which I haven't seen. Yeah. He was in 7 episodes of a show called Me, which I've never even heard of. It
seems like he's almost trying to do Channing Tatum, what he did when he started. It's like he started out one way. It's like, can you evolve like Channing Tatum? Because Channing Tatum was falling into that same thing. It's like he's just doing the same thing, and then you're like, this guy can't act, and then he just placed it on everybody and said, look, check this out, watch what I can do. And he did comedy. That's the way you win people over. You can actually nail comedy, like 21 Jump Street. He won a lot of people over with that one.
In all fairness, he's pretty young. He's in his 20s, and he probably is still growing as an actor and figuring out kind of how to go. But I will say by his reps to do 2. No, that's not fair. I think it's cool. Like maybe him wasn't the right call, but I know what you did last summer. I think made him look good.
Yeah, he wasn't bad in the movie. No, he was good in the movie. It's just like I said, I just think that if you and I haven't seen the film, I could go and see him and say, Roxy, you know what I said about that kid? Like I thought he was going to do the same thing, just something completely different. Just seems like he's doing the same thing. People but I don't have enough reference for people in the audience who I don't think anybody saw him. I don't think anybody saw that movie. So
I saw a couple people in the chat that said it was god awful. That was it. Kristian, what am I up against from yesterday?
Oh yeah, it's a good call. So you currently are at 68 right now. You're at 15. So
I'm at 15 and Roka had 68?
Roka had 68 yesterday, yes. So I think you can do that. And right now we're only at 25 minutes. So I think we're in good shape.
I don't like your lack of confidence.
Oh, I think you can do it, Roxy.
That's what you said the first time.
You can do it, Roxy.
There we go.
Yes. You did it, Roxy.
Oh.
That's just a lie, right?
Now what you just did was manifesting.
Right.
That's what manifesting is.
Yes, I know. So it already happened.
You did it, Roxy.
You did it. You made it happen. You did 175 today, and we didn't think it could happen, but you actually did it.
But I did
175.
And right now it feels so good.
Right.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
And you're welcome.
You're welcome
for telling you that crazy story.
You're welcome. Okay. So what do you think about Soups? Hey, what are you doing here? Get out of here.
The YouTuber?
No. No. What do you think about the fact that this movie is putting up numbers in different ways? 600 million in the box office, does pretty well on digital, and now here we are with big numbers on streaming. Bigger hit than you thought? Just as good as you thought? Or you still think it's just Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. All right, we're gonna be back in just a second. Gotta tell you, look, True Classic. This is another one that I'm wearing. I love True Classic brand. Look at that, Roxy. Like the True Classic brand a lot. I'm a big fan. And I'm going to tell you about True Classic. I'll tell you about Nutrafol, and which Roxy loves too. So I'll tell you about two things that we both love. Check it out, everybody. Where the hell is it? Hold on. This is BS. Oh, here it is. All right. I have to tell you guys straight honest truth here. True Classic. It's one of my favorite brands maybe ever. Birthday is coming up. It's actually going to be this week when you're seeing this. And truth told, friends and family, just get me True Classic. I love it. I love the shirts. I love the pants. I love everything about it. And they just started with a simple mission. It was to bring premium, comfortable clothing to the masses because looking great should come with a designer price. So clearly people agree. People are voting with their dollars. True Classic has sold over 25 million shirts to more than 5 million customers and racking up over 200,000 five-star reviews. Mine is one of them. This brand isn't just about fabric or fit. It's about helping guys show up every day with confidence and purpose. I can tell you right now that I wear, whether I'm wearing this black t-shirt to the gym, if I'm wearing one of their shirts to a screening, I'm going to an event on Monday I have to go. I'm wearing True Classic. I really do feel the difference and people have noticed it right away when I walk in a room. They say some stuff. It's just, it's amazing. It's tailored for when you want it. It's relaxed when you need it. No bunching, no stiff fabric, no BS. Clean, effortless fit that actually works for real life. So forget about the overpriced designer brands. Skip the cheap throwaway stuff. True Classic is built for comfort, built to last, and built to give back. You can find them on Amazon, Target, Costco, Sam's Club, or head to trueclassic.com/Kristian to try them out for yourself. Help me out by getting them, and you're guaranteed to help yourself out. True Classic, the absolute best. I love talking to you guys about Nutrafol. They are the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand and is trusted by over 1.5 million people. You feel great about what you're putting into your body since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified. It's the gold standard in third-party certification for supplements. I'm telling you, Nutrafol is no joke. You see the results. Roxy was talking about it not too long ago. She's been using it. She sees the results. You see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com. You got to enter the promo code Kristian. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com. That is spelled Nutrafol.com. Use the promo code Kristian. Nutrafol.com, promo code Kristian. Yeah, I both of us, both Roxy and I, can speak on I mean, not on all of them, but I can definitely speak on. Well, yeah, see, there's Nutrafol right there, and you love it.
Yeah, I saw a couple people be like, "Oh, she's just sitting." No,
she uses it.
I've been on it for like 7 months or something.
And how good, Roxy? I want you to be honest. Does the shirt look good on me?
Yeah, I thumbs up to you, but you had
didn't
me
see it
down, but you couldn't see it.
Trying to show off the Ming works. Trying to show off the Ming works.
Good for you, dude.
Yeah, and so true classic. I saw someone in the chat saying, "Look at this." My husband was asking about this true classic. So I was watching a Kristian video yesterday, so he might get something. He should. I'm telling you, walk in the room. It feels great. I actually saw some hats on True Classic that I'm going to get too. I love True Classic.
Caps.
Please, everybody go and get some stuff because I'd like to see them stick around forever. I found the thank yous, the gifts, the gift notes.
All right, what you got?
Well, so a bunch of new glasses that I needed. That was our good buddy GoPal. GoPal got me some glasses. So thank you, GoPal. And the glove that I've been wanting. Tia Foster. Thank you, Tia. So nice.
What do you mean? Baseball
glove. Yeah. So my little one just started playing. The oldest had been playing. The little one just started playing, and I was like, oh, you know what? I really need a glove to have catch for these kids. I had an old one, it wasn't working. So that was a really nice gift from the both of them. And I had a native deodorant on there. I saw somebody got that too. The list is and like I said, some of the list is just stuff that I'm going to send to my family, that I sent to my family. But it's also like there's a backpack on there that I need for the city. And again, there's just some sneakers and things that I need, and coffee.
It's so nice because people want to get you birthday gifts, but then you don't want them to get you something you don't need. So
right. So I was just like, and there's actually True Classic on my birthday list. I'm not even kidding.
That's great.
Yeah, and I got just some fun things that I put on there that I was going to give to my family, and somebody wrote me and said, "Hey, do you have a birthday list?" I said, "Sure." And look at that.
So sweet.
GoPal and Tia. Very nice.
Kristian, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You might have talked about this yesterday, so then you're going to tell me you can't talk about it, but I'm just curious your thoughts. Did you talk about the AI actress yet?
No, we didn't talk about that. We can talk about that.
I know that's not on our list, but we can talk about that.
Yeah. You and I are usually on the same page with this stuff, and we're usually the ones that are we are usually the ones that are like fighting against the norm on these things. But actually, it's funny.
Yeah, but this one's a little bit different.
It's a little different, but so let's see. Let's start with this. We'll start with because there's a lot of people who are talking about it, and it was a big story. So I know a lot of it. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a huge story. It was interesting to see people that I don't see usually post about entertainment industry stuff posting about this. Like some of my friends that are not in the space talking about this actress and what agents were going to be able to sign her and all of that. So yeah, you can explain, but
all right, let's do this. Let's start with kind of going over what this is all about. Who is Tilly Norwood? Nice name, Tills. Why is this AI actress is sparking backlash from real Hollywood stars? Norwood's creator, Aline van der Velden, said she hopes AI will be welcomed as part of the wider artistic family. And there she is. Okay. A rising star is stirring up major drama in Hollywood, and she's not even real. Actors are pushing back after comedian and Particle 6 founder Aline van der Velden stated that AI-generated performer Tilly Norwood was attracting talent agency attention at the Zurich Summit on Saturday. Norwood, a brunette AI actress with her own Instagram account, first appeared in an entirely AI-generated comedy video for Particle 6 back in July. She is the first AI talent to come out of Sequoia, a spinoff from Van der Velden's Particle 6 at the Summit, which is the industry branch of the Zurich Film Festival. I just feel like, you know the reason I want to do this, Roxy? Is
Why?
that is it because last night I was watching the news, and for some reason, every time, I mean, like, it's one thing when like a Latino newscaster or somebody puts a little of the extra curl on the R when they're talking about things, but when a completely overly white person does it out of nowhere, it drives me nuts. Like, and then they were talking to everyone on the corner, and then they had a representative, Leona Garcia, who said that it was like out of nowhere. It comes, it's like just spinning the R. It's like, and so I wanted to do that for Van der Velden. I don't know if that is even why you would do that. Probably not. But
good job, Kristian. Good job. If you were AI, you'd know how to do it.
I would know how to do that. So Van der Velden. When we first launched Tilly, people were like, "What's that?" And now we're going to be announcing which agency is going to be representing her in the next few months, she said. Yet actors are not thrilled that Norwood may be finding representation. On Monday's episode of The View, panelist Whoopi Goldberg said that Norwood could have an unfair advantage over flesh and blood performers. The problem with this, in my humble opinion, is that you are suddenly up against something that's been generated with 5,000 other actors, Goldberg said. It's got Betty Davis attitude. It's got Humphrey Bogart's lips. Though she called that advantage unfair, Goldberg challenged AI talent to bring it on. You can always tell them from us for now. She said of AI actors versus human performers, we move differently. Our faces move differently. Our bodies move differently. In the Heights star Melissa Barrera, meanwhile, posted Deadline's story about Norwood and wrote on her Instagram story per Deadline, hope all actors rep by the agent that does this drop her ass. How gross. Read the room. AI was a large part of the negotiations during the SAG-AFTRA strike in 2023, with performers raising concerns about losing opportunities for work due to technological advancements. Meanwhile, video game performers covered by SAG just reached a deal this past July, which hinged on AI protections after walking off the job a year earlier. Several other stars also shared their thoughts on Deadline's Instagram post about Norwood, with Matilda star Mara Wilson writing, and what about the hundreds of living young women whose faces were composited together to make her? You couldn't hire any of them? Easy Gonzalez wrote, shame on whoever's trying to normalize this, and called the story horrific and terrifying. Pretty Little Liars alum Lucy Hale posted a no, while Rain actress commented that Norwood was not an actress, but an AI program. Toni Collette responded with shock face emojis. There's a lot of different things. So let's see. Following the backlash, Van der Velden, herself an actress on the show, Miss Holland, responded in a statement that she posted on both her own and Norwood's Instagram accounts on Sunday. She called Norwood not a replacement for a human being, but a creative work, piece of art. She likened AI at large to a new tool or a new paintbrush to use to imagine and build stories, much like animation and CGI. I think that's the point there. So that's an interesting point. The one that kind of, that's the way it's eventually going to be seen. Not today, it won't be, but eventually it's going to be seen much like animation and CGI. This story was inevitable, as Thanos would say. Inevitable. This was a conversation that you and I had back on Collider Live on SEN. This is, and we didn't know it was necessarily AI, but we said they're going to have the technology eventually, and I use this example all of the time, to make a Die Hard movie with a 35-year-old Bruce Willis if they wanted to, and you wouldn't know the difference. I said eventually you're going to be able to do that. And it's funny, you see all these comments. These are, and I'm not being a pro or con against this right now. I'm just saying in general that this is the case, and you go, but it shouldn't be the way. It's going to be the way, in the way that this generation, whether it's Gen Z, millennials, Gen X, are going to be vehemently against this. Maybe Gen Z will be a little bit more understanding of it. What's it now? Gen Alpha, whatever the hell it's called. They're going to be more so of the ones that start to shepherd in this kind. When they start taking over and the generations that come after them, our points of view and our thought of how this is, someone said this is soulless, it's going to be Ready Player One. Like, should it be? Different conversation. That statement about animation, the statement about it's going to be just like video games, that's how they're going to push these things in. And as Whoopi Goldberg said inside of that quote of, well, you can tell the difference now. And as I was added in there, today you can. It's getting scary. I saw an interview that I played it on yesterday's show with Juan Soto doing this thing, how he said he's going to quit baseball and he's going to do, He didn't say any of this stuff, but it looked like he was saying it, and they used AI to do it. AI is getting AI. Roxy, AI really like the last 2 years is when we've really been talking about AI. What is AI? Look at how it's evolved in 2 years. What is it going to look like in 10 years from now? So what do you make of all of this? I'm very curious. I don't really have an opinion on it, except I'm like, I saw it coming.
Yeah. Everything that I see coming, I still have an opinion on. Like,
yeah, I guess
not to make it political, but like before Trump was elected for the second time, I said he's going to be elected. That doesn't mean that's who I voted for, and it doesn't mean that's who I was in support of. I just saw it coming. So just because I saw this coming, because addressing some of the chat's concerns does not mean, or Christian saw it coming, does not mean that we're stoked about it, or that that's what we were hoping. Just seeing things coming means reading the tea leaves. So I agree with you that obviously I saw this coming. You and I have spoken about this many times. I think anybody who didn't see this coming has buried their head in the sand a little bit. And it's partially why there's so many protections that SAG, and not just SAG, a lot of different unions have attempted to put in place to protect people who are working, because I do think that we are inevitably and eventually screwing ourselves over and over and over again with the amount of jobs that are going to be able to be replaced, even if it's not as good, even if it's 70% is good, 80% is good, or for a while, 40% is good. There's a lot of companies that will cut corners and that will replace people. And for all the industries that we're doing that for, it's extremely scary, because then what is left for those industries and for people to try to make a living, which right now is very difficult anyway. And as the price of living goes up and the ability to get a job, you're not just competing with other individuals, you're competing with AI.
Right.
That's scary. All that being said, I think that there's forms of revenue here that I really wish were being tapped and talked about. And I saw a lot of comments on that post that Tilly's creator wrote and posted on Tilly's Instagram, which by the way has like 32,000 followers, which is wild. But a lot of the comments are, who is this designed after? They deserve to be receiving money. And that I completely agree with. All AI is fed by people, by things that are out there. And if you are designing your AI based on 100 people, 1,000 people, they deserve to be compensated for the designs that you are making off of people, in the same way that if you're a photographer and somebody uses your photo, you're supposed to be compensated. If you are a painter and somebody displays your art, not in their home or whatever,
tricky.
Like I'm not saying that it's not tricky.
No, but I mean, like when you look at something like an artist who makes, like, I remember, for example, there was, I can't remember what, Sam Witwer, they designed a character before he got the role that looked like him, right? He wasn't compensated for it.
What role?
It was the Force Unleashed. He eventually got the job, so maybe that's a bad example. But I mean, like, there's been art that is like, well, it kind of looks like this person, it kind of looks like that person. Those artists aren't paying out the actors that we want them to look like, kind of like Marlon Brando and so and so.
But they still did it. This is being trained by those people to generate. So I do believe that you have to be compensated for that. We need to know what's going into the algorithm, because that's crazy. You can't just use somebody's work and then become that person and take their job without compensation. But that's not even the point that I was trying to get at.
Right.
The point that I was trying to get at is when you and I started initially talking about this so heavily, Christian, was when the Swiffer commercial came out, or I don't know if it was Swiffer or Mop brand, whatever, with James Dean. Yeah. You remember this?
I do. I remember. Yeah.
And you and I were both like, that's kind of cool. It could be an alternate form of revenue for his trust, for a surviving family or whatever. I think that's what's really cool about AI, would be the ability to provide for your family after you are gone, with potential deals that need to start being put in place between companies and the individuals, or like part of your will or your living trust or whatever. This is what you're allowed to do when I'm gone. If you want to use this for whatever AI project or whatever thing you're doing, this is who gets compensated for it. So if we can start finding ways to use AI and have humans be compensated for AI usage, I have significantly less issues with it. Otherwise, I think that we're screwing ourselves every day, even the people creating this.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it. I mean, I do, and I do understand very much so the pushback of it and the fear behind it. I mean, I do. It's like more stuff that, like, it's that ultimate fear of just machines taking jobs in general. And now the idea, I don't think that actors and producers and anybody inside the film business ever even imagine something like this. You know, to where when you're about the jobs that could be taken, you're like, well, not me. You're not able to. It's what it is right now is that the idea of what AI is. And you can tell, like, even so, I sometimes, like, these Star Wars videos will pop up. And the sad thing is that a lot of these AI Star Wars things that are coming up are stories and things that are better than what Lucasfilm is coming up with. This is the unfortunate part of this. But what does play the story wise?
I hear you. That's
yeah,
a bummer.
it's a bummer.
I don't know, but that sucks.
But what does play very well, I mean, very, very obvious, is like I've watched these ones with like Luke, and it's like still there's no emotion behind it, and it's so robotic that's where I'm on the same page as Whoopi, where it's like it's just I can tell I'm like I can't get invested in these things. I'm invested in the idea of it, how it looks, the idea of these. Oh my God, we could have seen something like that, and look at the young Mark Hamill and how that really works, and it doesn't look as fake as it did in the Mandalorian. That second one, this looks like really good. But then the problem is then he starts, and then Master Yoda, the reason why I'm going to be here is I am the last Jedi. I will be here. And it's like, they're not there yet. The question is, will they get there? And will the people that are complaining about it now start to accept it because they're not going to be able to tell the difference? It's why my head goes in a million different places with the simulation theory. Like it really does. Like,
I know you've talked about that a lot.
It's so fascinating where, like, if things look like this after 2 years and what they already have with, like, you know, virtual reality, it's like, what would AI and virtual reality look like in 20, 30, 100 years from now? And how could it not potentially look like this?
Yeah, I think that a lot of your examples, Kristian, continue to use real people.
Mhm.
And I think that that's so much easier for us at this point to
Right.
grasp, because imagine being plopped on this planet 100 years from now and somebody saying that their favorite actress was Tilly Norwood.
Right. I hear what you're saying. Right. Someone who's not even real.
It would just be like, but that's
Right.
not a whatever.
Right.
But if it's James Dean
Mhm.
and they're able to perfect Mark Hamill,
Right.
and they're able to perfect, like, those were real people. So it does feel a little bit different.
Yeah, it does.
Than just
It does.
making people up. It would be, but I do think that it's interesting how many how many Tilly Norwoods
Mhm.
are we as a society going to want to see? Like, is
Right.
that enjoyable?
Right.
Even if it is perfected, is that something that people are interested in, like the choices AI makes? And I think the answer probably is yes, but it'd be interesting to find out.
That was why I made my earlier point about generations. I think that, you know, majority of people in this chat, your generation, my generation, the majority would answer your question with no, I will not. I would not want that. I would not want, even if they did perfect the emotion, someone who is not real. I just feel that eventually, because it is the norm, in the same way that if you asked generations about, you know, phones and computers and all that shit, here's like it wouldn't be wrong that it's taken over and changing the way that society is, but it's a norm now, right? It's a norm. Like having a phone, like I hate it. Like I looked the other day, I was on the subway and I look up, I'd say 60 to 70% of the people I was looking at like this, you know, and it's like, that's the norm. Like right now, AI is still fresh. What's her name? Tilly Norwood. What's that her name?
Tilly Norwood.
Tilly Norwood. Eventually, will she be the norm? Will that be the norm? Not for our generations, but for future generations. I'm not asking should it be, because like I just said, I don't think social media should have been the norm, but it is. It's a norm.
Like, what jobs do you feel like are AI proof?
I don't know anymore.
Not AI proof. Then
I don't know anymore.
Then in your future world that you're talking about, or the future world, is it possible that nobody works?
I mean, it's like Wall-E, right? To where, because I was just going to say, well, I guess restaurants, but throw it in a program, put it together. The AI works the machines and puts together the dishes, and you could say the same thing. Like, because I would want a real chef who's going to come up with these things, but if the AI is smart enough to figure out how to sprinkle that in, how to make it work, it's the scariest shit ever. It's Terminator stuff. It's frightening.
This is what we're dealing with on this season of the morning show.
AI?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It opens the season with Jennifer Aniston speaking in like 50 languages.
Yeah.
And it looks exactly like she's doing it. Yeah. And then I won't reveal what ends up happening because I've seen more episodes, but they're dealing with like AI and deep fake and all that stuff.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, smart. You had mentioned that about that show, that they deal with a lot of the real world stuff, what's going on. So makes sense
they have their finger on the pulse for sure. And I much would rather watch a season of this than watch another pandemic season, because holy crap, I was done with
brutal,
that.
Huh? Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I mean, I understand. I'm making very clear, very, very sympathetic and understanding that I can get the freakouts and why it's happening. And I think, I don't think, and so someone said, well, what's my opinion? My opinion is I don't think it should be happening right now. I just don't.
Really? So what do you think should be happening?
I think that if it was up to me, I'd get rid of all of it. All the AI, I'd get rid of all. I mean, me, I'm old fogey sitting on the couch shaking fist. I want to get rid of social media, and
so like you would enact bills and outlaw AI.
It's so hard to say that now because there is a lot that has come out of AI that is like, what if AI comes up with a program that we couldn't fathom and they find an algorithm to cure cancer, right? Like the smartest minds couldn't figure it out, but a robotic mind did.
Yeah, and then does the ends justify the means? I mean, You're somebody who said that you think that social media is worse than it is good, and you would outlaw social media as well.
I would love to. I would love
to. So
I would love to. But again, we're so far down that path. People look at what country was that? Oh my God, there was a country recently that the country banned social media, and there were riots in the streets because they banned social media. Like riots. Like people are as addicted to social media as they're addicted to other things. It's crazy.
I was hearing from my friend Jess Lucero, who was in Canada for maybe TIFF, and she had tried to share an article. I've never been to Canada, so any of our Canadian fans, let me know if this is real. But she was trying to send somebody an article on Instagram, or somebody tried to send her something and she couldn't open it. She asked them like, oh, why can't I open this? And it said something like, this is not allowed in the country you're in.
Yeah.
And so she asked some of the Canadian people, and they were like, oh, you're not actually allowed to share articles on social media with people, because then people might just read the headline and not the actual article if they're not just coming from the publication or something like that. The country has outlawed via social media sharing that kind of stuff. I don't know the exact specifics of it, but it is very interesting what some countries are trying to do.
Yeah. And it's just, we're so far down the rabbit hole at this point that it's like you can't grasp it. I saw someone posting, I guess like Florida at one point tried to ban kids from using social media. I mean, I love that. I love that idea of it. It's like I think it's so damaging for children. I think it's so bad for children. But man, I don't know, man. This is like we're in a different place in general. So I'm still
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I'm more interested to see what's going to happen at the end of October when they reveal what AI Atlas is. You need to figure that out.
You and my dad both.
Right?
What? I don't remember what I was going to ask.
It's all right.
No.
Okay.
It's gone with the wind.
It's all right. What do you guys think about all of this? About this? I'm so glad that Roxy brought this up. This is a great topic to talk about because this thing ain't going away. It's not the last time we're going to talk about it.
No, and like she's looking for representation.
That's crazy, though. That's we even talk about that. That's crazy. Like
it is because
shouldn't the creator be looking for the creator? The creator is looking for you would represent her in the same way you'd represent like a director or
I don't know though, because maybe she could have Tilly Norwood at WME, and then she could have Joe Blow at whatever at
That's
CAA.
nuts. That's nuts. That's
But,
nuts. You're right.
yeah,
You're 100% right. Nuts.
Yeah.
What
Really
a crazy world. Put your thoughts in there. Let us know what you think about the world as it stands today with all that. Nuts. Very, very nuts. Very curious. The Tron Ares is coming out next week. You excited about that one, Rox?
I don't care. Sorry.
It's okay.
I know that Real Rejects is doing a whole thing for it, so I should care a little more, but I don't.
I'll tell you, I'm curious to see how their Tron reaction does, because mine ate a big pile of shit. The first one, oh my god, it ate one of the worst watched movies I've ever done.
Really? Wow. I've never seen it. So I just don't know anything.
I'll see if the second one does better. We're gonna do the second one and leading up to watching the third one. Between that and then
a trilogy, it's all related.
Yeah, it's all related. It's all locked together. And then the other one is like, so the one I'm really bummed about is Demon Slayer, right? Because Demon Slayer I'm really enjoying a lot.
You're doing it with Winston?
We're doing it with Winston, and like I had a stupid thing happen with the roadcaster. We couldn't film it yesterday. We're going to film it this week. The rest of them, the ones that we're going to do, but I think that we're probably just going to do season one and then call it a day, because it's like it's just the same thing. It's like it's just not the means for an end. It's people are just aren't checking them out, unfortunately. So we're going to finish season one and move on from there. But it's I'm really liking it a lot. It's solid, but who knows? Maybe it does a turnaround at the end of the season. But it's very, very well done show. Very well done show. Okay, let's get into this story that we didn't get into yesterday, another one, and that's this. See, that's so wrong. That is so wrong. So Yash, did you go into my analytics and see that? You are so wrong that I wish that I could have bet you $1,000 if you said what's your analytics, what's your demographic.
That's what you pulled of Yash. It wasn't Yash saying who needs Roxy when you have Tilly Norwood.
I didn't see that. So, but I didn't see that.
Yash says I'm just trolling.
Oh well, Yash is 100% wrong. Yash came up like an idiot then in both statements. Came up like an idiot.
You don't need to reveal, Kristian, but what is if that's so wrong? Do you know, like, your audience? Do you pay attention to that?
Yeah, the age range is actually younger than me, and it's also it's predominantly male. That's definitely true. But no, we have a fair amount. It's mixed, very mixed.
I'm predominantly male too, which I'm so sorry. This is not me being a man hater, but I'm so bummed about that. I just so badly want to be liked by women.
No, I know. It's true. I get it. I understand. But what are you going to do? Listen, this is another story I wanted to talk about, and then we can move on to the questions. So they gave Miami Vice a shot once before. I think it was Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx, right? I think so. Well, now Glenn Powell and Michael B. Jordan are rumored from Miami Vice. Glenn Powell and Michael B. Jordan are rumored to be talks to star as Crockett and Tubbs in the new Miami Vice at Universal. Nexus Point News broke the story, indicating the pair are up for the film, which is being helmed by Joseph Kosinski and written initially by that film's Eric Warren Singer before a rewrite by Dan Gilroy. Dylan Clark is producing the film, which will explore the glamour and corruption of mid-1980s Miami. The project is said to be inspired by the pilot episode and first season of the TV series. Michael Mann produced the original 5-season 1980s TV series created by Anthony Yerkovich. It followed two detectives, Crockett and Tubbs, working undercover in Miami in the 80s. The show is famous for its pastel suits, contemporary music, and filmmaking style, which broke the form of most TV series of the type. Mann then directed a film remake in 2006, turning it into a gritty cop thriller starring Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx. Casting currently underway. Production will begin next year, with the project to be shot in IMAX. Scheduled to come out for an August 6th, 2027 release. And for people who are saying that, again, anime is a young person's game, then why did my One Piece reactions live action do well? Just because it was live action?
Animation is for everyone.
That's right. Listen to me. Do you think this makes sense? This all of this
I know nothing about this franchise.
Okay. So
I've never seen Miami Vice. I don't know anything about this franchise. I like these two actors. That's my contribution. I need you to kind of like give me background.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. It's one of the most popular shows in the 80s. Took some risks, a lot of great guest stars on that show. Throughout, you'd be surprised how many cameos there were in that. People who were, speaking before, and Julie Roberts was on that thing. There's Don Johnson became the star because of it. It was massive. It was a huge thing. Michael Mann, obviously. And so they took a shot when they were making these movies out of TV shows. They took a shot when they did it with Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx, who were pretty big at the time. It just didn't hit. And like, who was it? Michael Mann who directed the movie? Let's see. Who directed Miami Vice? I think it was Michael Mann. Miami Vice, Colin Farrell. Let's see. It was Michael Mann, right? It just didn't play. It didn't work the same way.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I don't remember it though.
Yeah,
at all. Like I remember, and it's Miami. I could just be making this up, but I remember water. That's all I remember. So
I also had Naomi Harris in it.
I remember
and
nothing.
Justin Theroux.
Yeah, I remember being excited about it because my Heat's one of my favorite movies of all time, also directed by Michael Mann. So, and it was 2006 that movie came out. It's almost so we're going to be looking at over 20 years from. I think you can take a shot with it. I like that they're going back into the 80s with it. I like that they're basing it off the actual pilot. I love that Kaczynski's doing it. He really understands these types of tones. Question is, I hope it doesn't overshadow the UFO movie. But it really looks like this is, and it's going to be an Apple project. It looks like it because that's where Kaczynski's making his mark right now anyway. And Powell and Michael B. Jordan are perfect casting for the role. Perfect for both of these for both of these roles. So
writers on IMDb listed as Dan Gilroy.
Dan Gilroy. So for me, I'm always, and I've been a very big advocate on anything. As long as you have the right team, you will get me interested. This has the right team.
Speaking of team, the other writer listed is Eric Warren Singer, who was one of the writers on Top Gun Maverick,
right?
And American Hustle.
Yeah,
so that's interesting. Also, the date for this August 6th, 2027. How do you feel about that?
A good date for it. Good date. I think. Let's look at Luke. Luke's hilarious. Luke. First of all, Luke has been giving us facts, some things that we've been talking about here today. Andre the Giant was 13 pounds when he was born. So we have, I'm looking at, 25 to 34 years old is our biggest demographic, by the way. And that is, it's over 40%, 25 to 30.
You think it's because of me?
Maybe. But yeah, so that person who wrote that was very wrong. And after that is actually 18 to 24, 25 to 34, then 35 to 44. So that person was incredibly wrong. So anyway, when it comes to Miami Vice is something that I think is going to do well in August. It's a good time to put it out there, and you won't be competing against some of these other. It's a perfect kind of August where it lands. Either you see this appear somewhere in either April or November or August, and it's perfect. So there you go. What do
you think about, is it going to hit that date with this just coming in 2027 August? Not that far.
Kaczynski's on fire right now.
Okay.
He's a guy that's just getting things done. Like I said, if you asked me what I'd rather have, I'd much rather have the Disclosure movie that he's working on with David Grush outside of this. But Kaczynski to me is one of those guys, and I didn't like Oblivion. I have to go back and revisit it. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I didn't like it initially. But I really like him. I loved F1, loved Top Gun Maverick. So I'm actually really excited to go back and watch Tron Legacy because I've only seen it once. So I want to go back and watch his stuff. I'm a fan of his, and I like the way he's making movies right now. So that's why I'm excited for it.
What's my count, Kristian?
You're at 35, Roxy, and now it is time for you. But before we do that, make sure that you put your thoughts in there in the live chat, on the replay, and of course on the Clips channel. What you think about Miami Vice? Should it happen? Do you want it to happen? Should Kaczynski do something else? What do you think about Powell and Michael B. Jordan as the leads? TV time, TV time. It's TV time. I wonder if there's any of the 2 shows that I'm watching on your list this week. We'll find out. So let's get into it. It's TV time with Roxy Stryer. Every week here, when Roxy's on, we do TV stuff, and so today is no different. Let's start with this one. There's only 4 choices today, right?
5.
5. I got 5. Okay.
I think.
Yeah, none of the ones that I'm watching are on here.
That doesn't mean I'm not watching them. I just mix it up for the people.
That's fine. That's fine.
Slow Horses returned.
Yes. Any good?
Yeah, this show's awesome.
Yeah, you didn't like it initially, right? You were bored with it, and then
it was a slow burn for me.
Yeah.
And it is a slow burn, but it's a really good prestige drama. Performance by Gary Oldman doesn't miss. I like that every season we've got kind of like a different mystery or investigation type thing going on, and I think it's going to be a really good season.
That's it. Okay, next one after that. I do want to start watching that one, by the way.
Do you know who Jordan Jensen is?
No.
Okay, so I had watched all the stand-up that people had told me to watch from, like, anytime somebody's like, did you check this out? Did you check this out?
Yeah.
I watch a lot of specials.
Mm-hmm.
And Netflix recommended this to me. Jordan Jensen, Take Me With You. I'd never heard of her before.
Okay.
And I put it on, and she is like, I honestly feel like maybe she's the dirtiest stand-up I've ever heard in my life.
Really?
Kristian, I was like clutching my pearls.
Give me an example.
Like she talks about fucking her dad a lot.
What? Like actually her real dad?
Like thinking that he's super hot and like
it's weird.
Like what she does. I can't without blushing. I mean, I actually was like,
no,
oh my God. Like,
yeah.
And it takes kind of a lot to shock me.
Yeah.
So I will say that, like, I don't know how much laughing I did, but if you are looking for a stand-up that you have not seen, that you're like, holy crap, she went there. I have not seen a person, a woman. This was like she made herself look horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some
so
of
you
it,
didn't like this?
No, I did because I've never seen anything like it. I was like, wow, this is very interesting. I will watch what her next stand-up is, because out of curiosity.
Okay.
So
doesn't sound anything I want to watch.
No, I don't think you. I think you would be like, what?
No, yeah, I'm good. Pass for me. Next one.
Okay, this is based on you guys. You guys told me to watch The Girlfriend. This is a show on Amazon Prime, and it Robin Wright, obviously.
Olivia Cook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is a dual perspective show between the mom and the girlfriend who hate each other.
Okay.
And there might be some like funny business going on. I'm only 2 episodes in. They've dropped all of them. I watched 2 episodes back to back, and the only reason I stopped is because I had to go to work. I'm like exhilarated by this. Need to know. So great recommendation by you guys, and I'll have finished it for next week to tell you guys how I feel about the ending.
Okay. I mean, I like Olivia Cook. I'm on board. Okay.
I thought this week's episode of Peacemaker was amazing. I just think that the show I thought that it was so good. The episode's very short, but I think that we advanced the plot for every single character. Yeah. There were things that we had been waiting for. Obviously, huge cameo. This kind of was everything that I was hoping for in a DC Peacemaker show. I don't know how you could ask for more, but this worked really well for me. Kristian, you like it this week?
I haven't watched it since episode 3. I'm so far behind on it. I've been talking about, I've just been interested in other things. I hope that I'll eventually I want to stop saying that I'm going to get to it, because every time I tell myself I'm going to get to it, I find something else that I want to watch.
Oh, speaking of which, my dad is annoyed by your background during your UAP stuff. He wants it to be UAP themed.
Tell him to send me some stuff. He's got some cash.
He was like, tell Kristian.
I got something actually. You know what? Ask him, send him this clip. Here, you have to hold the audience for a second and I'll show you. And
I don't have to do anything. I can sit here in silence. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, go ahead, Roxy.
Catch me in silence. How about that? So Peacemaker, am I right? Okay, so here, I'll give you guys background. My dad is huge into UAPs, which is why I was huge into UAPs before Kristian, mind you, even though now he's more knowledgeable in the area than I am. But my dad is like the number one.
How about that? Oh, wait. Sorry, Rox.
Where did you get that?
Attack Peter sent it to me. Isn't that great?
That's wild.
Would your dad love that?
I think what he's hoping is for that, and then for you to swap out. Like, how portable are your? I
have curtains, but I use that for Matt. I mean, I could also do it from another side, but it's this
is what he said. He said he's saying great things, but it's hard to take him seriously with the art behind him.
Because I have movie stuff.
Yeah, I'm just telling you.
I understand. I mean, sure.
He said, "Tell Kristian." I said, "I will. I will tell him."
Yeah.
And he knows that you're like super duper knowledgeable and he loves watching.
I think that's a fair.
And I'm like, Dad, he's got the TV, he's got the movie stuff because we do the movie shows. He's like, but not on that show. And I'm like, okay.
True, but he also didn't know that Quentin Tarantino has been making movies, so to him he doesn't take any of that stuff seriously.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, he does watch a lot of movies, but no, he definitely is not knowledgeable in the current movie.
I could potentially bring the curtain on, but it's like, and I
don't do it for my dad. I'm just giving you.
No, it's a good note.
When we talk about your fan base.
It's a good note.
It's
a good note. It's a good note. All right, let's get back to some of this other stuff.
Peacemaker episode 6, the best of the season so far. Really good. Big Brother had its finale, so this is the last.
I watched it, Roxy. I watched it.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
You've been super confused. Yeah. So you guys know I watch this show 3 days a week all summer long. Big Brother is the summer show. It is like the people who do watch it, we are completely obsessed. I was completely obsessed. This was such a lackluster season, and the nicest person, the person that I think is like who I would want to grab a beer with and seemed like so cute and fun, was the least deserving to win, and she won. And I was super like, oh my God, this season is just such a dud because all season, these two other people are competition beasts. And it just so happened that they don't win the final competition and she wins and she ends up winning the whole game. And it's like, it was just such a bummer to me, even though I like her and I think she deserves some money. The way the season ended, I was like,
all right, well, that's all 5. None of my shows.
All right, what are they?
That's not it. So my 2 shows that I've really been watching and getting into, I'm very shocked, unless you talked about it last week, was Black Rabbit.
Oh, everybody. So it was this or The Girlfriend that I was going to talk about this week. No, this is the Netflix show, Jude Law, right?
Jason Bateman.
Yeah, I hear it's amazing. I will, after I finish The Girlfriend, I will watch this.
I really like the show. I won't tell you because I don't want to taint your experience. There's one thing that annoys me. But I'll let you decipher it for yourself when you see it. And if you even have the same problem that I did. Okay. But I really like it and I like the story. The other show that I'm obsessed with right now is Task.
Yeah, everybody's talking about that too.
I'm so shocked you're not watching that. I'm so shocked.
Like, yeah.
You like
Tom
Pelfrey.
Pelfrey. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I'm watching like I think like 17 shows right now.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So sometimes you got to let things clear off. Like things I didn't mention this week, Only Murders in the Building. There's a show called English Teacher that I'm loving, but I don't recommend because the creator and star is under big sexual assault allegations.
Which show is this?
It's called English Teachers on FX.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So that okay.
I'm binging Gen V, which I love. I'm watching Love Island games 6 days a week. So that's taking up a lot of time. Obviously, morning show. Okay. So I just feel like I'm watching a lot of stuff. And some of the stuff I'm watching is such trash that it's impeding my ability to watch the things that people are talking about. But I will, because if something is talked about so heavily, like Black Rabbit or Task, I end up getting to it. I'm also only one episode into Alien Earth, and I wanted to try to binge that before some things. So,
yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. Roxy's picks. I like it. You should definitely watch Task for sure. And that's it. So, what do you guys think about Roxy's picks? What do you think about the TV show? Are there other things? Roxy loves to get your suggestions, so make sure you put some suggestions in there. I don't know who did it yet, but I'm gonna thank you when I get the note. Somebody got me that backpack I was talking about.
Just that's
my
awesome.
Birthday. Somebody got my birthday backpack, and I can't tell you how like that. I take these. I have a backpack that I've had for for Schmodown for equipment and stuff that I take with me into the city. And it's just so big and clunky. Like I need a backpack. So somebody just got me a backpack.
Is it black?
No, it's gray.
That was my other guess.
Yeah, it's great. And it was really, really nice. So thank you very much for people who did that. It's funny too. I really want to get that question that I asked at the press conference, because look how close I was, Rox.
I know. I saw that.
Close. It was like all three.
Did you make friends with anybody who was there?
As far as reporters go?
Yeah, like text and ask.
I mean the publicist. I could ask the publicist.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm still trying. I'm trying to get. It's like impossible, but I'm trying. I want to get a full hour. My dream is to get Luca, Ao, and Julia on a show and I'll travel wherever it is to do an hour just on that movie. But I'm being ignored, which is fine. They've been very nice to have me on at the conference, so that's fine. But yeah, it was
ignored.
It was great. She liked my question, Roxy. She liked my question. So
did we get to know what it was?
Yeah, I talked about it yesterday. It was like so basically it was because do you know what the movie is about?
No.
Julia Roberts is a very highly renowned professor at Yale, and she's on with tenure, and she's on the verge. She's already on pretty, again, very well respected, and then has her star now a teacher, but she was his mentor, and Andrew Garfield, who's cocky, arrogant kind of teacher, but she has a party, and Ao is one of her students, and the party is happening. They're having these conversations, and then Ao's character accuses Andrew Garfield's character of doing something inappropriate, and then she's kind of caught in the middle of this, of trying to see is it true? Is it not true? And this whole conversation of thoughts of generations on how they see particular things, the kind of cancel culture side of it, the Me Too side of it, like all these different things that are happening inside of this particular circumstance. And it's so what I asked both of them, Julia and Ao, I said, if because of the clear disconnect that generations are having right now and where we are in the state of the world, and because of where your characters kind of have to go, did you both talk about topics that you might not have seen eye to eye on in order to get to that place in preparation for this role? And
did they?
Not necessarily, but they definitely talked about certain things that were outside their comfort zone, but it was more so that, but they wanted to feel comfortable enough to each other that they were. It was a very long answer on both of them, which I was happy about. So I just would like.
Yeah, that's great. Have I been wrong in thinking it's Io this whole time?
Could very well be Io, and I say Ao. But I also say Mario instead of Mario. So
and Dupa.
And Dupa leaps. Well, that's just adding. That's adding a P. Dupes. That's not even dupes. Dua. So it's Io.
What did you think about Bad Bunny doing the halftime show?
I don't care. I don't care. Well, I say I don't care in a way like everybody's losing their minds. Why? What do you care? You don't like them? Don't watch it. If you love them, watch it. What do you care? It's like it was like outrage, stupid. Yeah, outraging for us. I haven't I can't remember the last. It was the last Super Bowl performance that I've been excited about That's because I'm an old because I listen to the same shit over and over and over again. I can't even tell you.
You don't listen to Kendrick? I thought you
really
did.
I mean, not really. I appreciate him, and I understand why. In the same way that I understand why Bad Bunny, but it's not my. I like Tribe, you know, like the old school kind of stuff. And they're clearly not going to get Tribe Called Quest to do the Super Bowl show these days. So
AI, Kristian.
I know, right? But Roxy, read me out the last 10 performers of Super Bowl, and I will tell you if I've been excited about anybody recently.
Well, I know Kendrick, Usher.
No.
Hold on, let me see. Halftime list of performers. I hate when things are like harder to Google than they should be, but let's see. Okay. Like, no, I don't want the history. I don't want to. Okay. I'll let you know when I can.
Okay. You let me know. All right. Well, that's fine. Let's get to the questions.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. All right. You got it.
Kendrick, Usher,
nope,
Rihanna.
Nope.
Oh, this one was sick. I'm surprised you don't care about this. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick.
Okay. So,
and 50 Cent and Anderson .Paak.
Now there's a difference between liking it and being pumped when announced. That one, I was like, that'll be like those. That's my time. So that one would be like, oh, that's gonna be cool. So that one, yeah.
The Weeknd, Shakira and Jennifer Lopez featuring Bad Bunny, J Balvin, and a person whose name I don't know how to pronounce. Name
watch Shakira do anything, but nope.
Maroon 5, Travis Scott and Big Boy.
Nope.
Justin Timberlake featuring the Tennessee Kids. Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Coldplay.
Yeah, I mean I like Coldplay, but no.
Want me to keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
So 2015 is the Super Bowl I attended. Go Patriots. Katy Perry.
Excited? No.
Bruno Mars.
I like Bruno Mars, but no.
Beyonce featuring Destiny's Child.
Like Beyonce, but no.
Madonna featuring LMFAO, Cirque du Soleil.
Madonna's a good one, but no.
Nicki Minaj, MIA, and CeeLo Green.
So I can't even tell you the last time I got excited for somebody playing this.
Black Eyed Peas. Oh, what about 2010? The Who?
That's cool, but I'm not a big.
2009, My People, Bruce Springsteen, the E Street Band.
Okay, there you go. I was just gonna say Bruce. That was that's the last time I've been excited about a performer.
2008, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and 2007, Prince, and 2006, Rolling Stones, and 2005, Paul McCartney.
Okay.
2004, Janet Jackson. That was a huge one.
So all that like again, it's generational, right? Like that during that time, that was.
I don't think it is because Kristian, I'm so that's my
right. Why'd you get blurry all of a sudden? What happened to your internet? You usually have good internet. What the hell's happening today?
On my end, it doesn't look blurry at all. So maybe
really?
I don't know.
I don't know. Doesn't look great. Well, all right, let's get these questions. Those are going to be here for a year and a half. Nathan Drake, Tilly Norwood for Wonder Woman. She looks the part. Fair enough. 42. Roxy needs just around a little less than 30 to take out Rokes. Nathan Drake, Task is so good. Much watch TV. Agreed. Mad Dog, trailer out for new Vince Gilligan show. Pluribus. That one I'll be interested in because I love him. Nathan Drake, everybody watch the Insomnia reaction. Hype it up. Please just drop that today. I did that for you guys. And again, 2 down arrows in both Tron and that one. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I got to listen to my gut, Roxy. I knew it. I knew Insomnia wasn't going to do well. Like, no one's
or ignore your gut completely and see what happens.
Everybody, that's what I did. And it's proven to be true. I do it. You got to do Insomnia. I was like, it's not going to do well. It's just not going to do it. No one's going to care. And I was right. No one cares. RQMDSMD, support for Roxy and Kristian. Have a great stuff. Thank you.
Thanks, always, dude.
Man. Yes, always appreciate it. Mark Long. Hello there. Hello, Mark. Appreciate that. 43. I am Two Fly Cam. I agree, Harloff. I thank my mom every birthday. There you go. See, Rox? Not the only one.
Yeah, thanking somebody is different than not celebrating the person who was born.
I guess. Luke James 1. Luke James became a member. Thank you. Great time to do it. We're putting a lot of those non-edited reactions up there. 2 live streams. And thank you again to both. I think it was Luke and PLD, but both PLD was hosting. the stream. I was recording something, so they took over. So thank you for that. Luke James 1, seeing One Battle on Sunday. Hope you're well. Hope you're well and enjoy One Battle. I think that movie is it's crossing over to the mainstream.
I watched it at the City Walk, and at the same time I was there, Leo was in the theater next to me.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, you know who's in my theater is Adam Scott, just there on a Friday night to watch the movie.
Did you say hi to him?
No, but I've been in the same room with him like 10 times this month because of all the Apple stuff.
Right, yeah.
And I wanted to be like, but
have you not? Oh, you haven't said anything to him?
No, I've said things to him at events, but like where he's walking in his sweat to a movie. Like I just,
Of course. Okay, let's see. So that one came in from Luke. Thank you, Luke. Appreciate that. And now we will be moving on. As 44 rocks, 44. Chris Cosson. Hey guys, how likely do you think it is that Brave and the Bold will focus on a different Robin after Gunn's recent comments? And how likely is that Gunn will end up directing Brave and the Bold? I hope that doesn't happen. I really hope that doesn't happen.
I think there's almost no shot Gunn directs Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, I think so too.
Last week while you were gone, I referred to as Brave and the Beautiful, and I have not stopped thinking about the fact that I made that mistake.
It's hilarious. But I think that I think it'll be a different Robin. I do, especially if they're going to focus on the Brave and the Bold. It has to be. So
there's all those rumors about the boy from Adolescence.
Oh, you know who I like though? I don't know. I mean, he might be. I don't know if he aged out, but the kid from Umbrella Academy.
I only watched one season of that. What kid?
He was like he played like the adult that was still stuck in the kid's body.
Oh, okay.
He was also in that Nickelodeon show, Dickie, Ralphie, Sammy, Brett, and Joey, whatever the hell the name of the show was. So let's see.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yes, I do. From Adolescence, yeah, totally. But
the kid who just won the Emmy.
Yes, Aiden Gallagher is a kid that I think would be great. I don't know how old he is. Let's see how old he is now. He's 22, but he looks younger. How old?
Depends on what Robin they're going with.
That's true. But no, I don't think Gunn will be directing United as Rocks. So Mike Joyce just got caught up on TMS.
The morning show.
Oh, why does anyone regard Bradley as an independent? She seems pretty liberal to me.
On the show, I think she's regarded as independent because she covers for her brother, who's an insurrectionist, and also like when she had her. This is spoilers for the show. When she had her abortion, that was covered up, and like it was where she comes from, being from a red state and whatnot. So I think that she still has some conservative views, but I hear you on that.
Okay. Next one after that, Ryan S., who also says what Luke did. Andre the Giant reportedly weighed 13 pounds at birth. Okay, well, that would make sense. It adds up. It's on brand.
Poor mom.
Yep. Joey Pedris. Can't remember. Thank you, Joey. Love that. Love all these new members. It's amazing. Go pal. Is it just me, or do you only get movies with legs in the winter and the spring? Seems like summer movies fade quickly. Yeah, because the competition. It's because of the competition. There's always something new coming out normally, a week later. And 2026 is kind of going back to the old days where you're getting like one or two big ones a week. So yeah, that's usually why, because you've got to try to deliver quick. And Gopal, again, thank you for your kind gift. I appreciate it. RQ MD SMD, support for Roxy. 21 pounds is almost a toddler. It's true.
Yeah. So my niece is 9 months and she is 17 pounds.
Wow.
At 9 months.
Right. That'll show you. Okay, let's see. Again, let me get to the next one here. RQ, thank you. 21 pounds is almost a toddler. It's nuts, especially the fact that Andre the Giant was 13 pounds is nuts, considering somebody was 8 pounds more than Andre. The Cali Kid, what's your favorite mixed drink? Mine's a pina colada. These days, it's a kettle and soda. Yeah.
Is a dirty martini a mixed drink?
I guess so, yeah.
Then that.
Okay. Let's see.
Where's your mind gone?
I'm looking for something that's coming up here. I don't understand what this is. Okay. Next one here, and that is from Gopal. K is reminding me of Club Vandersex from Eurotrip. I don't know what that is. Do you, Rox?
What's K is?
I think he means me.
Is Club Vandersex the club in Eurotrip? I don't remember.
I guess so. I'm not sure what you mean, Gopal. What do you mean exactly? I don't remember that movie well enough to understand. Luke S, support for the lovely Roxy. There you go.
Thanks, Luke.
Getting you to 46 thus far. Hell yeah.
Gotta keep rolling.
Yeah, take out Roka. Okay, Gopal. Was Scorpion King as bad as my 25-year-old memory? I mean, the CGI certainly was. I don't know if beyond the terrible CGI. I got to see the movie again. I haven't seen it in quite a long time, but
never seen it.
It was never big. Like the whole Mummy franchise was never my thing. So anything in that area was the best. Callie Kidd, my candidate for Wonder Woman is Charlie Fraser. She's 29 years old. She's 5'10". She was Furious's mother. She's a model. She's awesome. She was brought up on, I think that on when we did that episode.
What episode?
We did a Wonder Woman episode on Friday where myself, Winston, and Chris all gave us our picks.
How's it going with Chris on the show?
She's great.
Great.
She's great. And she started, well, her first reaction did very well. It did almost 30,000 views. We did the Transformers movie. She's going to watch a lot of the India-based films with me.
Cool.
And we're going to start those soon. All right.
The girl from Anyone But You. She did a good job in that. I have no idea what has made you think that she, probably Furiosa would make you think she could do Wonder Woman.
Maybe. The Hunt family. No, not one company should sponsor Rocky after he ended communism. Rocky 5 is a travesty. #ColliderLive. That's true. 100%. He would be doing political ads. He'd be doing everything. It was the stupidest part of that whole movie. Mike Joyce. Would Roxy use AI to turn her scripts into movies?
What?
Basically, would you, if no one was making your scripts and you could guarantee that they would be made in the way that you see the characters and everything in a program, would you use it?
For free, you mean?
Yeah.
Because that's not how it would work. It would be significantly more expensive right now for me to do that.
Right. But if you had a program that you could put your scripts into and it would bring all of your characters to life and create all the characters and do all that and create it in a place, would you do that?
Not any script that I currently have, but if I was being paid to do that, would I write a script specifically for that reason to get a paycheck? Maybe. Honestly, right. I need the money. So
right. Hey, Roxy, I want to hear your thoughts about the morning show. What are your feelings on the characters and how do you feel about season 3 so far?
I feel like it's season 4 is how I feel about season 3. But okay. Kristian can let me know.
I will.
You tell me.
I will. Okay. So next one after that.
What? Are you telling me?
About what? About how your feelings are on the characters?
I said I feel like it's season 4, and then you started Googling and you said you would tell me.
Oh, season wait, I'm so confused right now. Morning show is season 3, I think.
I'm pretty sure it's season 4. This is what happens when you multitask.
Yes, it is season 4? Yes, season 4.
How I felt about season 3 is it was good. I feel even better so far about season 4. I think that them tackling this AI thing is really interesting. We have insane guest stars on the show, and Reese and Jennifer, 2 of my favorite working actresses, and have been for 20 years. So super into it.
Okay. Next one after that, Michael Russos have just posted a picture on Instagram with the caption, "Look hard, it's giving that endgame vibe. Wonder what it could mean this time." I mean, they clearly have an idea of what they want to do, right?
I have no idea what "look hard" means. What does that mean?
I mean, it's just what they wrote. I don't know what it means. I think that's. I think eventually you will know, but right now, no.
Okay, so it's a picture of what is that?
I don't know.
It says "look hard." It's a picture of somebody sitting in a chair.
Okay. Oh, I'll have to bring it up. Gopal, thou shalt not create a machine in the likeness of a human mind. Time for the Larry and I just before Judgment Day comes. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is scary stuff we're living in with this AI stuff. We don't learn. D2. Roxy, what did you think of the BB finale?
Big Brother.
And who won and the America's favorite winner? And would you go on it yourself? How wild was James Gunn showing up? James Gunn showed up on Big Brother?
Yes, for an episode to like break things down. I was like, my world's colliding. Like, this is crazy. Apparently, he's a huge fan.
Okay.
The finale was lackluster because of who won, even though I like her. I felt like Morgan deserved to win the season, and Vince was such a crybaby the whole time.
Yeah.
But like when he was sitting there with Ashley, I do feel like it was a very bitter jury. So that was a bit of a bummer. Keanu winning America's Favorite House Guest kind of surprised me because I would have thought that Rachel would have been a shoo-in because she's the veteran of the show. You sitting there saying, Kay, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Nope.
But I think Keanu absolutely deserved it.
Right.
What a beast all season, even though he was so annoying so many times. Didn't you think?
Yep. All right,
no, I would not go on at this point.
Oh, go pal. I believe Canada instituted a link tax.
I think he's probably talking about when I was talking about Jess saying that she couldn't open a link. I don't know.
Andrew Thomas. Happy October Eve, Kristian and Smart Roxy. There you go. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. October starts off my birthday. And again, what nice people we have. Again, I got so this is on that list, Roxy. The backpack was bought, a native deodorant, my eyeglasses, and a glove. How sweet.
I mean, those are birthday presents.
Those are really nice birthday presents. Thank you, guys. Okay. Slightly toasted. After Demon Slayer, actually just One Punch Man and AOT. Probably not. It doesn't look like anime is something that's going to work on this channel. I'm going to finish. I mean, I might get to a place where I finish the series. I don't know. But because I really like it, so I want to finish it.
Do you know?
I don't know. Jay Anderson just graduated the Fire Academy on Sunday. Congratulations as a firefighter and rescue diver in Toronto. This show was a great distraction during my 4 a.m. commutes and 20-hour training days. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, awesome.
Graduating the Fire Academy is so hard. I have one friend who did it. It is like next to impossible. So
it's tough. Yeah, I have a lot of friends that did that.
You do?
Yeah, and people who didn't do it also.
Yeah.
All right. That's 50 rocks.
I always wanted to marry a firefighter.
Oh,
like I think that.
Why are they always so attractive? They're attractive.
They're so hot. First of all, they're so hot, but second of all, like I just like their personality types in terms of you want to help. Yeah,
I remember when Kevin Smith was on my show, and we did an interview, and I remember something happened. There was like this. Something went off in my house. Like we thought it was like carbon monoxide. It wasn't. It was fine. But woke up and the firefighters came over and there was like 6 of them. And I was like, what the hell? These guys are like, they're like Greek gods. I'm like, what are we doing here? I'm like, this is not, I'm in my pajama pants. Like, and at the time, big fat belly sticking out. I'm like, this is embarrassing. And then
it's brutal when the comparison, because yes, when Puppo was still alive, the fire department had to come there like every other week for different things because he had fallen or whatever. And I was constantly going there, disheveled Kristian, like not showered, hair in a bun, no makeup on, like whatever. And I'd walk in, and this happened like maybe 25 times of me dealing with these hunks. So I was like, oh.
It's crazy. Trey Porter, is it fair to say Russell Crowe's character in Nuremberg is similar to his character in 310 Yuma? Well, I don't remember 310 Yuma in a very long time, but I don't think that was a real person. This is a real person that was an evil SOB, and was responsible for a lot of lives lost. So I don't know. I don't remember that movie enough to say so. But yeah,
Kristian, somebody in the comments said that they sent you chocolate covered almonds. Did you get them? Or chocolate colored olives? Did you get them?
For real?
I don't know. Brooklyn said, I guess Harloff didn't get my chocolate covered olives, but I did send them. So be nice to know when you get them, Kristian.
Oh, well, I didn't, but that's kind. Thank you. Where'd you send them to? Eclipse. Let's not pretend that if AI found a way to cure cancer, Big Pharma wouldn't limit access to cure. That's also true. They make more money treating symptoms. I can only see AI benefiting the rich. I hate to agree with that. But
Oh, definitely it benefits the
of
rich the
course,
most, obviously.
of course.
Like it could
Yeah,
lead to us being one day a communist society where everybody has to get universal income except for the
right,
people who control all of the
right,
AI
right.
who would
You
be the
know,
rich.
Clips is right. I hate that he's right, but he's right. Mirjam, support for the lovely Roxy. Have a great day. Thank you, Mirjam. Getting into
Love
50.
Mirjam.
Yeah, getting to 51. Okay.
Job's
RQ,
not done, Christian.
RQ, MD, SMD. Support for Roxy as always.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you. Okay. Next one after that. Again, we've got 51 here, and we keep going. Mad Sinister McCall. Mom keeps telling me she wants a daughter-in-law, and I need to stop going to the movies so much. I'm seeing 4 movies on Friday. Is Mom right? Am I crazy? No.
Matt, how old are you?
Yeah, and Mad, maybe you meet your the future daughter-in-law at the movies.
I think it's very difficult to meet somebody
I do too.
In the movies. Like you have to keep coming out for popcorn and see how that goes. But I do think that you could join like a movie club or, like meet people in the movie space. So I think it's a great hobby to have.
I agree. Yeah. D2. Roxy, I'm a female and I like you. I dig you too. Okay. Thank you. That's why I'm trying to get the female audience. So I've been going to the gym.
It's not the women that like me. I feel like I love them and they love me, hopefully. But there's just, it's harder to find women that, it's just harder to find.
Go pal. Roxy, are Grammy and Papa your dad or your mom's parents?
My mom's parents.
That's a good question.
I have a living grandmother on my dad's side. My grandma who lives in Boston with my dad, who I just saw when I was home. She's the one who lives in Israel half the year, but is in Boston indefinitely right now.
It's a great question. I am Two Fly Camp. Chase Infinity as Zatanna, maybe Poison Ivy, Harley. She should do something. She's a star.
Yeah, she is a star.
She's a star. She was.
And I think everybody knows that after the movie, and I think that it's going to be like very apparent.
I hope she's nominated. I really do. For best supporting.
I kind of don't think she will be, but maybe she is like doing all the press with everybody. So we'll see.
I think she'll get nominated for best supporting. Mad Sinister. 31 horror films in October for me. You watching any? I'm not a big horror person. I like the more psychological thrillers. It's funny I say that because both Sinners and Weapons were some of my favorites this year.
I'm going to definitely watch a lot, but I do aim for reactions, so I don't know exactly how that will work. Also, as an update, Brooklyn was kidding, but good looking out, he says.
Yeah, I was going to say
I don't get the joke.
Well, because I also felt bad because I was going to say I fucking hate olives.
But what's the joke? Is that the joke?
And then he sent something, I guess, because he said, I'm not sending you shit. I leave Brooklyn alone. Go, pal. Do you remember the Chili Peppers went out with no cables for their guitars because the NFL wouldn't let them play the instruments live? No, but it sounds like a very Chili Peppers thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember that, Ross?
Yeah, because it's my favorite band.
Okay.
I didn't remember the exact scenario, but I remember that there was like issues about what they were and were not allowed to play. And
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cali Kid, thank you, Cali Kid. Cali Kid always coming in hot. Mike Jaguar. Snoop Dogg performed the pregame show at the Australian Grand Final over the weekend. Looked great on TV, but it was during the middle of the day. Yeah, also makes sense. I saw him do something recently. There's an Instagram account that I don't know if you've seen it. You've seen it. It's from Australia. This is his dad and his daughter. They lip sync. Do you see these things?
Oh, I see a lot of lip syncing dad and daughter stuff, but I don't know about the Australia one.
And they're going to like the hip hop, and they do a lot of different songs, and but they've been getting featured everywhere. And now they said this is a cool one. They're doing one of Snoop's songs, and Snoop pops out of the back and starts doing it with them.
That's very cool. I can't believe you just referred to it as the hip hop.
Did I say the hip hop?
Yeah, which was bummer for you.
It's fine.
They're going to the hip hop.
You're going to the hip hops. Cali Kid coming in hot.
I'm like kind of bummed, Cali Kid, because you rock and you sent in that twice in huge support, but like that only counted for 2 for me, dog.
Yeah, but that's big. I think what I'm going to start doing though, maybe eventually, if it's like that close, it's about who did more. All right, let's see. Go, pal. The way Lucy Lawless pronounced Vanders. I don't know. What? Shoot, I missed out.
I think he's saying Vandersex, the Euro.
Okay.
That's how she pronounced his name, maybe
Ah,
because you like
oh, the way
that
that I
you
was
were
saying that. Okay,
mispronouncing. Yeah.
that makes sense now. Java Juice, has Sam seen Indiana Jones? Yes, she has. Everybody on my team, I think, has seen Indiana Jones. Cali Kid coming in hot again.
See, I knew it, Cali Kid. You rock, but
Yep. Haskell. Hey, Roxy, you're right. Morgan shouldn't have won. The Rainmaker on USA Peacock is great. Christian, happy birthday, Eve. 6 p.m. ESPN. Let's go Yanks. That's right.
Morgan didn't win. Ashley won.
Oh. Are we going to talk shit about the Red Sox and Yankees or no? Are you even going to watch the series?
Probably.
Okay. I'll watch that tonight. Hopefully people leave me alone. Let me watch it. Okay. Next one is RQMDSD. I think you missed a chat of mine. Okay, I haven't had that happen in a while, so let's see. I'm gonna bring it up. I'll bring it up and I'll see if that's the case. Because sometimes, normally, it's been okay recently. I haven't had that problem, but maybe that's the first time.
Christian, happy early birthday, best wishes.
Oh, you saw that one? Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah.
No, that's right there.
No.
Oh, a repeat.
Yeah,
that was the first one. Okay, well, thank you.
I see it at 9:10 a.m.
Oh, so I missed. I don't know how I missed that. I'm sorry. Oh, was it an early one?
Yeah.
Anyone else early one that we missed? Let's see.
Nathan Drake said Tilly Norwood for Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
she looks the part.
We got that.
Okay.
So that was the first one we started with. I guess we missed that one. So thank you, everybody. A lot of the birthday wishes. We're gonna, like I said, tomorrow will just be a birthday stream. Talk about.
It's like impossible. How could the super chats beat out whatever you're gonna do tomorrow?
I'm telling you, I doubt it. People, you'd be surprised. Nobody watches those Wednesday shows. Nobody watches the Wednesday shows. Like 150 people go in there and watch Wednesdays. I don't know why. They eat shit every week. Go pal. Reicher Marshall Goring was an enormous, was enormous POS. Yes, he was, and he was number 2 in charge, man. So I mean, the fact that he tried to deny what he knew was crazy. CJ, if you could only pick one, who are your 2 favorite scores of the year so far, and why is the one from Fantastic Four First Steps? That was a really good score. I'll tell you that I really enjoyed the Nuremberg score last night, and one battle after another. So I've got to go back and re-listen.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because I remember liking Long Walk Home score also, from what I remember. I got to check it out. Go pal. Won't spoil his end, but it was a bummer. Yeah, it was. Geek Lodestars. Recent rewatch of The Godfather. The ending is so good. So my wife has never seen those movies. That's one I might do with her.
Oh, is this about the guy that got off? They weren't able. Oh, okay.
He didn't get off. No. But I mean, you can it really happened.
Yeah. I remember. I followed a lot of for decades. They were prosecuting people. Even this was like 5 years ago.
This was like the first kind of like big
wave.
International trial to prosecute the Nazis. This was right after the war. It took a total of like 8 or 9 months of what happened, and because like I said, there was no like social media and things that people would see, so like they can say, oh, we didn't, that didn't happen, those are fabricated stories, that never really happened, those camps didn't happen, that didn't happen, that those did happen, but what they're saying happened, that didn't happen, that's fabricated. And then showing footage in a world court and then prosecuting them in this way, it's like it was a very interesting story overall, how they made it happen.
Do you know that 25% of the Gen Z generation does not believe that the Holocaust happened?
25%?
25%, Christian.
Is that true?
Does thinks that it was either exaggerated or didn't take place. That's the statistic.
How? How? Wow.
So that's why movies are super. Yeah, it's just like that's why continuing to make art and movies about things where people.
I would tell them to go see that movie. If you watch that footage that they show in that courtroom and say that, you're an imbecile. You're an imbecile. You're a flat earther at that point. Apparently, Snoop.
Many people are.
Apparently, Snoop will play for anyone who pays. Says GoPal. Maybe, but I don't know. It was really,
I don't mind that about him. I love that Snoop is kind of like the people's people. One thing I will say about him, though, is that he does seem kind of uncancelable and untouchable. And this is a man who has die hard stood up for like Bill Cosby, O.J. Simpson. Like Snoop is so wild with what's on the line, but he's a great performer and seemingly a good time.
RQ, I'm just Simdy. Sport for Roxy. Great show today. Thank you.
Thanks, dude.
All right, Rox, right now, 57. We're at the end. So you didn't take out Roca. They're going to let Roca beat you unless you give a good plug here. Maybe they keep you on, maybe they don't.
Listen,
but
I don't want to convince anybody to do anything they don't want to do. They either want to or they don't want to. And in the Big Brother house, a lot of times it's about the speeches, but I think that you guys should just do exactly what you want to do in life.
You want to give a plug or what?
Works out.
No plugs?
Oh, I thought you meant for that.
No, for what's going on.
You guys can find me everywhere at Roxy Stryer. On Wednesdays and Sundays, I go live on my channel, youtube.com/Roxy Stryer.
There you go. Perfect. All right. Well, let's see. Anything else here? Yep, we got another one. We got a couple. Hold on a second. Let's see if there's any more before I skip through. Okay, we got that one. Next one after that is I did this initial D's. He said that he told me how to say his name last time I said. I think I just did it wrong, but I think it's initial D's. Hey, I'm going to LA tomorrow, LAX, 9:30 a.m. day and night here. Then driving to Vegas until Saturday night. Never been either. I don't know what part of LA you're staying in. I don't know if you like. I'll give you 2 good restaurants. If you like sushi, then you should go to YUNMI, You and Me, in Beverly Hills, my favorite sushi places. If you like,
crazy how when you lived here, you wouldn't tell anybody the name of that sushi spot.
I know. Now it's everybody. And then the other place is an Italian restaurant that's great. It's called Pace, P-A-C-E. It's on Coldwater Canyon. And then there's a Mediterranean place.
Pace is so good. Their salmon is delicious.
So good. And then Sunin, Sunin, S-U-N-N-I-N.
What is that?
It's a Mediterranean place. It's my favorite. I miss it so much.
Wait, you've never told me about it. Where is it?
Right near my old place.
Sunin?
Yeah, it's on Westwood Boulevard. It's right.
Like kebabs?
Yeah. Hummus. It's the best. My favorite. I used to eat it all the time. It's one of my favorite places like ever.
Why didn't you ever tell me?
I thought I did. I'm going back there when I come to visit. I'm going back there.
Oh, it's a Lebanese cafe.
Yeah, it's the best. It's so good. It's like.
Oh, I'm stoked.
I'm like, my mouth is watering just thinking of it. I am too fly camp. Can't stand Snoop. 3 decent songs. Dinosaur can go. Oh, come on, he's an icon. D2. Ashley was the ultimate floater. I knew an executive at Warner Bros. One time with the floater in the bathroom at Silver Pictures. Ashley was the ultimate floater. I can't believe that Rachel voted for her. So much floaters grab a life vest. Roxy, fuck the world.
For the win.
Yeah, I know.
Ashley, I don't think she was the ultimate floater, but she was a floater. And I was a little surprised about Rachel's vote for her, except for they were best friends. And I really think Rachel probably went in open-minded, but Ashley wiped the floor with Vince on the speeches because she's a lawyer. So her arguments were so much better. But I agree. I think it was a bitter jury. It was a really crazy win it was a crazy win.
I agree.
Do you know how much you win, Kristian, when you win Big Brother?
$100.
No, really. What's your guess?
$1 million.
It's $750,000. It's like
close.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
It's a lot.
After 87 seasons, I hope so. RQMDSMD, Roxy, keep stalling. They're trying. 64.
I wasn't even stalling that much. You guys are just sending them in. Hell yeah, I told you do in life. You'll do exactly what you want to do.
Getting close. Gopal. It was savage that the Soviet delegation insisted they had to be hanged as criminals and didn't deserve a soldier's end with firing squad. Yeah. I mean, I kind of agree, to be honest. Simon Section. Because what's his face? He requested that, and they said, nope. You gotta get hung like a common criminal. Has anyone seen Simone, a 2002 movie starring Al Pacino, a director that creates a virtual reality actress? Weird. I remember the movie. I didn't see it, but I remember
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, I remember it.
No.
Yeah, I do remember. Initial. Right pronunciation, Chris. Staying at Hermosa Beach. So Hermosa, I don't know as well. But if you can,
it's so fun. If you like to,
Hermosa's great.
It all, there was great, just different places to pop in on the beach and grab drinks and stuff. But
you can go to the Comedy and Magic Club is excellent. I'm sure
Ellis performs there sometimes.
Yeah. So I would say go there, if you can. Go pal. $750K is a very specific amount. Yeah.
Really?
I mean, it seems like
yeah, the second place wins $75K and the first place wins $750K.
Yeah.
And America's favorite house guest wins $50K.
all I have planned is Griffith and the beach. If you're going to Griffith Park, then you should definitely go to those restaurants I told you about, because you'll be going. I mean, that's closer. Griffith is farther out from where you are, but you should go there for sure. And the beach, I'm sure you're going to Malibu or something too. But go to one of those restaurants. I don't know which one. Like I said, I gave you an Italian place. I gave you 3 different options.
You missed
RQ support for Roxy. We're going for 70.
Whoa, go for the gold.
Go, pal. They wrote it S1M1 to highlight the computerness. Yep.
Oh. No, I don't remember that at all.
Roxy, all you need is 2 to win. You just need 2. I'm about to sign off right before you lose.
1 is the loneliest number.
If I hit sign off, you officially lose.
2 could be as
And we
bad
got
as
155.
1.
I'm excited though for the rest of this week. We do have some more stuff. Like tomorrow, like I said, I'm gonna do a birthday stream. That'll be fun.
I think you're gonna wipe the floor tomorrow.
We'll see.
And I hope you do, because it's your birthday.
Thank you. Initial. Yeah, I don't mind driving. I'll check out one of those and let you know. Please do. Send me pictures.
You renting a car?
Me when I'm here, or him?
No, him.
Oh.
Public transportation
it's awful.
Brutal.
Awful. Dude, I was just talking about, who was I talking to about this? Shit, I was talking to somebody how I moved. Oh, I met this really nice security guy at the after the hunt thing. The guy was the nicest guy ever. I was talking to him, and we were just talking about like how the difference in I was miserable driving to Burbank every day. Miserable. I hated it. And it took me about 45 minutes to an hour. It takes me 45 minutes to take a train, but I get so much done. The transportation here is just so much easier. I love
completely.
Oh my God,
it's not an issue to be in transportation if you can work.
Yeah, it's true.
Kristian, I'm surprised that you, just because you said you met the nicest person, I started thinking about this. Like, set me up with somebody in New York. You want to get me to New York?
I can, yeah, definitely. Should definitely do that. But why? But you're gonna move to New York?
No, I'd get them to come out here.
No, see, I don't want to do that. Then I got to lose a friend. No, I don't want to do that. No, stupid.
Yeah, good idea.
Now, what I need to do is get my show to a place where we get picked up, and then we start shooting in New York, and then I get you on as a series regular, and you have to.
So fun. Or we need to finance this TV, your pilot.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was just talking about.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
No, but what's gonna? I know what's gonna happen. You talking about manifesting? I can see it, Roxy.
Okay.
We're gonna raise this money for this pilot, and I'm actually getting on the phone with Martini to finish up, send to the director and the producer, the rest of it, final rounds, go over casting, come up with the Kickstarter amount and everything too. We're going to raise the money for the pilot. We're going to shoot the pilot. I know that we're going to wind up shooting this series, at least for season 1. And I'm going to have to transport back and forth to LA after leaving. I can guarantee it. I already can feel it.
What's wrong with that?
My whole life's here now.
Yeah, but
I know.
Isn't being bi-coastal the dream?
Me, but my family's not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing anymore. There's not 24 episode seasons.
No, I know. It'd be able to shoot, come in, shoot, come in. I mean, it would be a very easy problem to have.
Yes.
Casey Grant, support for Roxy. ZB +1.
RQ,
thank you, support for Roxy. RS. There you go.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks,
Clips.
RQ.
If you can bring back anything you enjoyed in your youth, what would it be? Mine would be all you can eat buffets.
Oh, they still exist.
Yeah, I know, but he means just being able to eat them all the time.
Oh,
yeah. Same thing for me. I would just being able to just eat endless pizza and not have no problem, no cholesterol problems or all that stuff too. So same thing.
Binge drinking.
Yeah, that's what
I don't know. What
having a headache.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by youth, but
yeah.
I mean, it used to be what are we doing tonight?
Right.
And what we were doing was drinking was the thing we were doing.
Right.
And it was so fun.
Being able to wake up in the morning and be
and just popping up and going about your life. Now I cannot. I had a little shot of sake last night. It was one little thing. And this
sake
morning
doesn't do it to me. Sake doesn't, I
love sake, but
me too.
This morning I was like, oh my God.
Rox, if you do come to the city, I'm going to take you to Sugarfish here in the village. I went. It is so good. And I went.
Better than Sugarfish out here?
I don't think I've ever been to the one out there. Yeah, I know. And so I went to the one in the village, and I just Oh my God. And just had some, traditionally I like hot sake, but they only have cold.
They only do have cold, and it's good.
And I real good. And I was fine. It was fine.
But okay, get their albacore belly if you did not last time.
I did. Yeah, I did the full on.
Trust me.
I did the trust me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the albacore belly is so good, and their lobster roll, cut roll,
okay.
so good.
Okay. Initial D's. I have a car. I'm driving to Vegas on Thursday. All right. Well, there you
makes
go.
Sense.
So
right.
drive to all. If you have time, drive to all those places I gave you. If you like those types. Okay. So what about pizza? I heard you talk about it before. Pizza, you're gonna have. There's a couple spots. Roxy doesn't like cheese, so the spots,
but I'm just saying you don't come here for pizza.
I know, but if you're gonna hit, but if he's saying if you
Thai
do,
food, we have the best Thai food.
Yes, yeah, you miss good. There's good Thai food, good and great Mexican food. Great Mexican.
Food. Yeah, I can't believe we didn't even say that.
Great Mexican food. I mean, it's the best.
You go to a taco stand.
Yeah, but if you're gonna get pizza, I would tell you Pizza Wagon of Brooklyn in the Valley. And then there's the other one. Shoot, what was the one? I forget. It starts with an A. Let's see. All right, LA. Let me see. I was gonna see if what the hell was it called? What the hell was it called? Let me see. I'm trying to remember what it was called so I can give you that one because that was a good one too. But it's very specific. Where like the hours. It was not flour. Shit. Apollonius. Apollonius was the other one. But I was a Pizza Wagon of Brooklyn. It's the one that's the one I reviewed on my channel. Okay. That's it, Rox. Oh no, there's a Prince Street. There's a Prince Street in LA too, but you got to get it hot. Don't get it to go. When I went, I got it hot. It was good. Initial. I don't know how much I can eat in one day. True. Well, then I'm telling you, if you can go. I mean, look, those places I told you, those are like, well, 2 out of the 3. Sun is you just go in, you get a plate to go, and that's it. Those other 2, you and me and Pache, those are sit down like go-to restaurants.
That's why I think it's really good to like grab a street taco, grab a slice of pizza, like try to do small things.
I agree. If you can, but I mean, like for me, I like restaurants as I'm getting older, but like
I do too. But if you're out here solo, you don't need to like sit down and do the thing.
Well, here's the other thing you got to do. You got to get an In-N-Out burger if you haven't had In-N-Out. Got to get an In-N-Out burger.
I don't like them, dude.
Oh, you got to get the special sauce. So animal style. So I go to that's the first thing my kids want when we go back when we're coming to visit. That's the first thing when we get off the plane. That's what they want. So we're doing that. We're gonna go to Pache. We're gonna go to Sunan. We're gonna go to you, and we're gonna hit all of our spots. So anyway, all right, Roxy, you did it so far. 78. Now the question is, can I beat you tomorrow on my birthday? Or can Mike and Steph? Mike's cheating on you on Tuesday and going back to his old boo with Steph. Yep. So Mike and Steph will be back together on Thursday, and then Capes and Cowls on Friday. I got 2 potential interviews coming up that I'm really excited about. Should they come to fruition? The first is Famke Jensen, which I'm very excited about.
Love.
So great. The other is, you'll be very happy to hear this, Rox, is so we have potentially at when is it? So both Arden and May from Tokyo Pop. I keep saying Tokyo Pop. K-pop. Tokyo Pop is the very popular anime. But from K-pop Demon Hunters, both the stars of that movie. We're excited for that. We have that interview potentially coming up also.
I'm excited to hear you have interviews. Who are you gonna have help you?
You. I got another. See, I had one that I shot. I just don't know if I'm going to piece it out. I got one. This guy, the director of an upcoming movie, In Your Dreams, which comes out, and some good stories. It's an animated movie that's coming out at the end of the year. It's really good. It's really solid. Anyway, that's it. That's it for me and Rox. She did it. She's at 79. Famke is iconic in GoldenEye and The Faculty. I'm gonna ask her, but she's got a new series coming out. So
I met her once. She was lovely.
Sweetheart.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited to talk to her. She's I got her for about close to an hour, so I'll be talking. I'm excited to, talk to her about everything that.
What's the main thing you know her from?
Probably X-Men. And didn't she play Liam Neeson's wife in Taken?
Wow, that's so interesting. I wouldn't have said that, but now that you're saying it, I can kind of picture that.
I think she did. Legend MM600 Taco Tuesday. Pizza and barbecue. Love you both.
She's amazing
Legendary
character, and How to Get Away with Murder. She did such a great job with that show. But what was the show that I loved her on back in the day? Oh, Hemlock Grove. It was so good.
Should have you do the interview with me.
Anyway, she was in Taken 3, so that's giving.
And
she
was in clearly 2. The first one.
Yep, and Taken. Yeah. Oh my God!
What else? Spit it out.
Her character name is Lenore, which is my Grammy's name, and I've never met somebody else named Lenore.
Well, there you go.
Have you met a Lenore?
No, but all I do is think of Biff. Lenore! I hate Lenore!
No, Lenore.
I know, but it doesn't mean I can't think about that.
Lenore.
Yes, but I said, Lenore! I hate Lenore! Initial, thanks. Let y'all know. Thank you, Initial.
Tell them what number I hit.
81. 81. So Roxy did it. 81 beats John Roca. Now the question is, what will the rest of the week look like? Actually 80. Oh no, it's 81. 81. Thank you. Thank you very little. Appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on the flip side again. Thank you so much, everybody here today. Again, I'm looking at that list, and I'm looking at the backpack. Somebody got me the backpack. Somebody got me that deodorant, the glasses, the glove. So nice. You guys are kind. I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting anything, and look at that. We'll see you guys on the flip side. See you tomorrow. Peace out, everybody. Thank you to Roxy, and we'll see you later. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.